Neil.
It's not possible.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Hey guys, Jen here from Soylent Cosplay. I've had a lot of requests to do some makeup tutorials, and in honor of finally hitting 10k on Instagram, I thought, why not give it a go? Today we will be doing the goddess of death herself, Miss Hela. So I'm going to show you what I do when I do my makeup for Hela. I'm going to try and talk you guys through it. Since this is the first time I've done this, it's going to be a little bit awkward probably. I'm probably going to lose my footing quite a bit, but I hope you'll bear with me. Let's just jump into it, okay? Let's just start. Alright, so start off, clean face, fresh face. I don't use any primers or anything. I tone my face. I'm going to chuck my hair up first. Hello. Okay, so I'm just taking an alcohol-free toner and a cotton round, and we are going to cleanse the face first. Then, because I have some dry patches I take a moisturizer and I put it also on a cotton round and rub that into areas of my face that I get a little bit dry. Next, wet sponge and your foundation of choice. And I usually just put a bit on the back of my hand and then put that straight on. No primer. Put the thing on your face. Yeah. For Hela, you don't have to bring it down on your neck very far because her collar comes up quite high, so halfway down the neck will do it. Plus you don't want to get foundation on your costume. Alright, next up, concealer. So you have two options for concealer. It's really up to you which one you like the best. You can either go with just like a standard, you know, chuck it on, blend out concealer. I personally prefer to use a concealer wheel. There it is. And basically, just instead of putting on the straight up concealer, I just pick and choose which parts of my face I'm going to conceal with what colour. Highly recommend giving one a go. I'm going to conceal under my eyes because they get quite puffy. Just using the colours that it says to use on the back of the wheel. So if you are using a concealer wheel for this, my biggest tip would be use way less than you think you need. Just take a nice flat brush. Next, I just take a damp little baby tiny sponge and just give it a bit of a... And then I take a neutral powder. I'm just going to take the same sponge, but flip it around, use the back side of it, and I'm just going to pat that underneath the eye. At the same time, I usually go in and just do the points of my face that tend to let go of the foundation quite quickly. So I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, across my chin, and in the crevices on the sides of my nose. And then I'm just going to brush some of the excess away. Alright, next up, I've got eye primer. Right on the eyelids. So now we've got our base on, it's time to move on to the eye makeup, which is the most important part of this makeup. I'm gonna treat this like you would at a con, so all my photos are on my phone. This lovely lady. You know, just pick whichever reference photos really speak to you. The one I'm following is this one, where she first comes out of the portal. Alright, so first we need to get a good kind of base going, so I'm just taking a contour angled brush and we're going in with a contour brownie colour, whatever you normally use. Tap off the excess And we're going to make these eyes a bit darker. I always like to go in and make dimension first before I go in and do adding any colour or anything. So you're going to bring it down the sides of the nose as well. While you're at it, you can do the contours of your face as well. The important thing about this is that you're not really following your own contours, you are following the contours of Kate Blanchett. It's more important that you make her face shape similar to hers. And don't forget the jawline. Alright, now downgrading to a smaller fluffy brush. You're going to take that same colour and you're going to really carve out the niche in your nose and then bring it everywhere where she has colour to basically map out what you're going to be doing with the dark colours. The most important thing with this makeup is you do not put colour right. It's not really it's kind of the brow bone, it's a little bit in from the brow bone. Like have a tiny gap and then there's a big patch of just clear skin colour and you want to leave that. We're putting this all over the lid and all the way up through the eyebrow and up into the hair. Actually, I might bring you guys a little bit closer. Hello and welcome to my eyes. So going up and extending past the eyebrow, through the end of the eyebrow and up into the hair, kinda, almost. And then you take that same colour and we're gonna go nuts underneath the eye. And the next one thing is that we're not bringing it right into the centre. You always, always, always do whatever you've done on one side of your face immediately to the other side of your face. So now I've got the base down for both eyes, it's time to move on to a much darker brown. Now it may seem a bit superfluous to put in so many different colours when it looks like the colours are just basically black and maybe a little bit of purple, but trust me, it's worth going in with a few different layers, otherwise just trust me. So because Hela's makeup is quite cool, it doesn't really have a huge amount of warmth to it except for the purples. I'm going to stick with cool browns, so I'm just taking right here where I've hit pan. We're going to do the same thing that we just did. Just darken all the areas that we've just done. Try to really blend out the wing of the look. And this is the point where you look at yourself and go, I'm straight up just a raccoon. But that's fine. We're gonna be a good raccoon. Now we go in with the black. It was coming. You just gotta get this on first. We're gonna go in with a eyeshadow. Any black eyeshadow, tap off the excess. It doesn't really matter too much with this. If you get fallout, you get fallout. You've already got raccoon eyes, so who cares? Alright, so we're taking that, and same thing again. You change our mind. We're going in with an even smaller brush. And don't forget to go down the center of your nose. She's got this little thing that goes from the brow right down to basically the center of her nose. So that's very important. This all joins up with this, but there is a gap right through here where it's almost blank. So I'm taking the big fluffy guy again and just using him to buff. Just want to continue following where you put your brown with the black. Another tip for makeups like this, always look at yourself with your eyebrows in neutral. Don't apply the makeup with your eyebrows raised. It will look completely different than when you're actually just blank faced. So. She's got quite a bit of purple through the colouring, so I'm just taking this colour. Take our big fluffy eye, take a little bit, tap it off, pat that into the black. So how do you stop it from looking like a raccoon? Eyebrows and eyeliner. I'm going to do my brows first. So I'm going to start by just taking a spoolie and just brushing them all up. Next I'm taking an angled brush and then using the same black we were using before, we are going to draw in our eyebrows. Follow your reference pictures. She doesn't have a high arch, it's very flat. It's from right where this ends, comes up into a point, there is no tapering, and then it just goes off this way and then it tapers. Follow the line we've already made on our nose up into where our eyebrows start, end, the top bit. And then we're going to fill all of that in and then get really thin. Then I'm taking an even tinier angled brush. Look at how tiny. Real tiny. And that's how I'm going to get the really tiny taper on the outside of the eyebrow. Then just go in and make sure that it is blended through here. Most things also match. Next up, eyeliner. So next we take a black eyeliner and we're going to line our entire eye. We're just going to do some of that thing that no one likes watching anyone do, but we have to do it anyway. Let's go. I take my little fluffy brush again and I'm going to just blend that out so that it's not a problem anymore. I also go in with a liquid liner. You don't want a wing, you don't want none of that, you just want a line. That's all you're doing, is lining your eyes. Oh, another thing. Another tip from Jen. Always line your bad eye first. You know what I'm talking about. I haven't even used glitter in this. Why do I have glitter on my face? Now I'm going to do one last pass over with black. There's the eyeshadow. Now mascara. And then the eyes will be finished. Where's my mascara? God damn it. Found it. So just take your favorite mascara and apply as usual. So for this look I don't put on false lashes. You can if you want, but looking at the reference pictures, I think she's wearing some very thin, almost spidery lashes, and I just don't really see much point because there's so much black going on already. So we're going to move on to more contour. So we've already done a little bit of contouring already at the beginning to get the basic shapes done. She's just a lot darker, so we're just going to go in with one more shade. I'm just going to take that same neutral brown, take a tiny bit, don't want to overdo it, and then just go through the same contours again. Taking the same colour, taking it around the jawline. Okay, so now that we're happy with those contours, I'm gonna take our good friend, I use this for everything, our good friend, Mr. Floofy Floof, and we're going to do the nose with the original contour, this guy. I also go through the cupid's bow and under the lip. Eyes done, contour done, time for lips. I'd say the lips are probably one of the most important parts of this makeup if you're trying to look like Cate Blanchett, because she's got some big lips and I have small ones. This is all about creating some kind of optical illusions. I've just cleaned off the foundation from my mouth. I'm also going to take my piercing out and we are going to do some lip stir. So for Cate Blanchett's lips, it's more about width than it is thickness. To do that, I'm going to start off with a lip liner. Anything that's vaguely lip coloured you can use for this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow my natural lip line because her lips are pretty full, so I don't have to worry about thinning them out too much. And I'm just going to extend them because hers kind of match up almost with where her irises are sitting. So I'm going to extend them by at least like ½ centimeter on each side. Looks a little bit cartoony because you've overdrawn your lips a lot. We need to do some highlighting and some shading to make your lips look more like they actually belong on your face. We might need to go in with a bit of concealer just to clean up the edges to make it really sharp, but we might do that after we do everything else first. I'm just going to take a little brush like this, the corners of my mouth, around the base of the lip, and see how I look after that. The idea of this is that you're trying to make it look like your natural inside of your mouth is longer, to make it look like your mouth is naturally as long as the lips you've now drawn on. This is where we are now, just coloured in the outsides of the mouth. I'm going to do the same on the bottom of the lip, maybe a little bit through the cupid's bow. Now I'm going to take a slightly lighter shade than the one I put on, and I'm going to put that through the middle across of my bottom and top lip just to lighten it up. And then I'm going to go in with one more light, even lighter shade, straight up pink. Now to really drive the lip line home, a liquid liner. Tiny, tiny bit in the outer corners. And then give that a quick blend with your brown. I'm going to go through with a concealer now, just to finish it off. And I'm just going to go around the edges that I think need to be cleaned up a little bit. Now to finish off the lips, we're going to do a bit of contouring around them through the skin. So you've already done the underneath there. We really want to follow them outwards. I'm going to take a little bit of the original contour colour, just going underneath it, following it. Just practice your faces to see if it matches the lips. What does she do? Where's the face? She's like... So that's the complete makeup look. It's not super extensive, but it's effective. So now I'm gonna go do my hair and put my costume on off camera, and then I'll be right back for the final reveal. are. We're finally Hela. So, in spirit and in costume. So to finish off, I just teased and messed up my hair a bit, which I dyed specifically for Hela anyway. It's got some weird green things going on. I swear that was unintentional. My hair was just blue before. And then I've got my bodysuit from Brandon Gilbert and printed by Hero Time. If you want either of those, I'll put them down below in the description. I hope you guys found this informative in some way. Let me know what you think down below, if I can improve in some areas, which I know I can. If there's things you think I did well, which characters you'd like me to do. This is kind of a test run to see if this is the sort of thing that you guys are interested in. If it is, yeah, just let me know. I guess I'll do the usual YouTube spiel. I'd love it if you liked this video and subscribed, but you know, no pressure, you know. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!